Last April, the town of Mammoth Lakes faced a major structural budget problem on top of a $43 million debt and possible bankruptcy. Well, this April has a much more hopeful look. Town manager Mariana Marashiva Martinez told the town council recently that she had good news for a change. She said, "We have made draconian cuts. The only way from here is up." Her mid-year budget review revealed the happy circumstance of a one-time $1 million surplus. She said that $700,000 came from the return of legal retainers, gas tax revenue, and lower road expenses, plus a $300,000 savings in the police department because of the early departure of police officers. Overall, the town manager said that the revenue side of the general fund is in line with budget estimates and that expenditures have been cut. She recommended the council place $700,000 of their surplus in the reserve for economic uncertainties. And she advised leaving the $300,000 in the police budget for future hiring of an officer. Instead of hiring an assistant town manager next fiscal year, Martinez said the savings could be used to hire a budget analyst, set aside money for computers, and for an additional TOT compliance person, and for the Community and Economic Development Director position. And she asked the council to okay an immediate recruitment for an accountant and budget analyst to be hired next fiscal year. The town manager asked the council to approve principles and priorities to apply to budget decisions. For one, she wants a 25% reserve fund. It's a lot smaller now. And she also said she'll be sending information to Standard & Poor's to see if the town of Mammoth can get a better bond rating. She said, quote, "We need to pat ourselves on the back now. There have been some very difficult decisions." By consensus, the town council approved the town manager's plans. And in Inyo County, on April 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Inyo County Sheriff Department, Inyo Narcotic Enforcement Team, and Drug Enforcement Administration will give Inyo County residents their first ever chance to prevent pill abuse and theft by ridding their homes of potentially dangerous, expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs. In this program, they say bring your medications for disposal to one of 3 Inyo County collection sites within our broadcast area. The one is in Bishop, outside Kmart, and in Lone Pine, outside McDonald's. According to Sheriff Bill Lutz, local law enforcement have wanted to participate in this kind of program for many years. He said most of us have prescription medication in our medicine cabinets that are out of date or we no longer have any use for them, but we keep it because we don't know what to do with it. Well, finally this year, the people of Inyo have a day and 3 locations, he said, in which to discard this medicine safely. Officials say medicines that languish in home cabinets are highly vulnerable to redirection, misuse, and abuse. Rates of prescription drug abuse in the U.S. are very high, as are the number of accidental poisonings and overdoses due to these drugs. Studies show a majority of abused prescription drugs are obtained from family and friends, including right from the home medicine cabinet. Plus, Americans are now advised that their usual methods for disposing of unused medicines, like flushing them down the toilet or throwing them in the trash, both pose potential safety and health hazards. Sheriff Lutz agreed, and he said a medicine cabinet full of drugs can be an easy target for youth or adults looking to experiment or get high. And he said, we hope this or other adults looking to experiment, or he said that we hope rather this prescription drug take-back day will be the first step toward addressing the problem. So again, local officials and the DEA say on April 27th, nearly all unused drugs can be turned in. You need to remove all identifying information and dump all your drugs into a bag and take to one of the locations, again, outside of Kmart in Bishop. And you can also go to our website, sierrawave.net, to see what you can turn in and what you can't. Well, a well-known snowboarder and brother of Olympic skier Bodie Miller died in Mammoth Lakes on Sunday. According to the Mono County Sheriff's Office, it was on the afternoon of Sunday that they received a call of an unresponsive man in the Mammoth Lakes area. Shalone Miller, age 29, of Easton, New Hampshire, the snowboarder, up and coming, was found unresponsive in his van in the Mammoth Lakes area. Mono County paramedics, Mammoth Lakes Fire, Mammoth Lakes Police, and Mono County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the scene. On arrival, it was determined that Mr. Miller was dead. Cause of death is currently under investigation by the Mono County Sheriff's Department pending autopsy results. Foul play is not suspected in the cause of death. There are some media reporting that Shalone Miller had suffered head injuries and that may have been a factor in his death. Again, all that's under investigation. Shalone Miller was well known in the snowboard circuit, and his brother is an Olympic gold medalist, Bodie Miller. According to the Associated Press, Shalone Miller had hoped to make the U.S. squad in snowboard cross for the 2014 Games. We'll be right back with weather.